Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases, today we will discuss a very important issue regarding section 6 which talks about the residential status. As all we know that if we read section 6 subsection 1 clause C along with explanation 1A to section 6 subsection 1, then there is a condition that if the assessee leaves India for employment purposes outside India, then whatever the timelines which are given in section 6 subsection 1 clause C, which broadly says that if an assessee stays in India for 365 days in 4 years and 60 days in the last year, then that period of 60 days will be replaced by 182 days. But the condition according to explanation 1A to section 6 subsection 1 is that if the assessee leaves outside India for employment purposes. The issue in this case was that if the assessee goes for some investment purposes outside India or for business visa, so whether in that case it can be said that the assessee is for the employment purposes. This issue has been taken by Mumbai ITAT in the case of Assistant Commissioner of Income Tax versus Nishant Kanodia. This matter has been reported in 109 ITR short notes 50 and the date of the judgment is 8th January 2024. In the present case, the assessee left India as an investor on a business visa usually taken by an investor and not by an employee. And the assessee was in India in the last year for 176 days and the assessee was claiming him to be as non-resident according to section 6 subsection 1 clause C. But the assessing officer was of the opinion that since the assessee has gone outside India for investment purposes, for business purposes and not for employment, so the assessee is not covered according to explanation 1A to section 6 subsection 1. For the better understanding of this case, we have to first see the broad principles of resident or non-resident status of an assessee. According to section 6 subsection 1 clause C, the assessee is resident in India if he stays in 4 years for 365 days or more, or in last year 60 days. But this period of 60 days is replaced by 182 days according to explanation 1A to section 6 subsection 1 if the assessee leaves India for employment purposes. When the assessee was treating him as a non-resident and was not taking his income of 28.1 crore rupees which was earned outside India into his taxable income, the assessing officer during the assessment proceedings was of the opinion that the assessee is not covered by explanation 1A to section 6 subsection 1 and hence he is resident in India and his global income is taxable. When this matter came to the CIT appeal, the CIT appeal was of the opinion that it doesn't matter whether the assessee has got the visa not as an employee but as an investor. For both the cases, the explanation 1A to section 6 subsection 1 will apply. And the CIT appeal gave the relief to the assessee accordingly. When this matter came to the tribunal concurred with the view of the CIT appeal and said that in the present case the assessee was for 176 days in India and he is equally covered by explanation 1A to section 6 subsection 1 and he will get the benefit of non-resident and his outside income of rupees 28.14 lakh will not be taxable. In nutshell, the crux of this case is that the benefit of explanation 1A to section 6(1) will be available to the assessee whether he leaves India for the employment purposes or on an investment visa or some business purposes. At the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Assistant Commissioner of Income Tax versus Nishant Kanodia, and this case has been reported in 109 ITR Tribunal Short Notes 50, and the matter has been decided by Mumbai ITAT B bench, and the date of the judgment is 8th January 2024. Thank you, friends.